could be tense and tight as well. King against Newton with Stanley Smith, Bunting, Baxter. Battle of the Deutschman, Van Gogh, Vincent van der Voort. Dizzy against Barney. And Simon Whitlock, Richard Burnett on an epic night of darts. Let's get this one on with Stuart Pike and Nigel Pearson.
King, the runner-up to Michael van Gogh here a couple of years ago. 6-4, that dramatic final with MVG for Mervyn King. PDC ranked 10 right now. Wes Newton a semi-finalist in 2012. And again, type of game on paper evenly matched. You only have to look at the rankings. 10 for King, 12 for Newton. This could be a three-setter as well. Don't forget, you can contact us on Twitter. Let us know your thoughts at Sky Sports Darts. Give us a follow. Let us know your predictions, your thoughts on the action tonight. Always good to hear from you via Twitter here. Now, Mervyn King. And runner-up, as we say, a couple of years ago. Premier League finalist that same year as well. Tough one to call this, Stu. Once again, on paper, pretty evenly matched.
King in form, Newton not so. So you would probably think King edging it as far as the bookies are concerned. Well, he is, but won a European Tour event not so long ago, Mervyn King. Big win for him, back in the top 10 in the world. King is going one way, and he's passed Wes Newton going in the opposite direction. Wes, who has really struggled to find any sort of form.
First set,
in the last couple of months, after the break in August, Newton has come back, and he's hoping that a big TV event here in Dublin will help galvanise him, rediscover his touch. But, King,
52,
justifiably the favourite, I think.
Newton will go for double 16.
No score.
So Mervyn King already with the advantage now. Very calm, composed player.
59.
As Stuart mentioned, a fine run of form. But for Wes Newton, it is a little bit concerning, because on his day we know he can beat the best in the world, but just hasn't happened often enough.
32
for the Fleetwood Flyer. But at least he's away now.
With 2 appearances in the Premier League, Wes, and
57
was eliminated on both occasions once we reached the cut-off point. Not sure that has done too much for his confidence. Quarter-final in the World Match Play, but since then, not a lot
97
from Wes Newton. Do you know, you were mentioning, Nigel, a couple of years ago when Wes reached the semi-finals here. We'll just see if Merv can hit the first
140.
He went up to a career high 5th in the world. He's now down at 13. So it's been tough.
Yeah, he needs to sort it out. It is tough for a player, I guess, when you're low on confidence and wondering how you can put it right. All the questions going through your head. Lack of confidence. But just the one good appearance here for Wes, you never know, it could change things for him.
135.
Not made of his throw as well, the way he leans towards the right. I know it's easy for us to say that, but it served him well in the past. But King looking for that double 19. Now this will be something special. 137. King's going to be back then to take the lead on double 19.
97.
Is he going straight for it, 38. Or is he going to split it? I think he's going to split it. He is. Double 8 for Merv. Oh yes, well done. That was a really good dart. Wes waiting on top, but under pressure. That was middle of the red bit.
100.
Nice steady turn for Wes to get underway.
We were talking earlier on about the first match of the night, how Terry Jenkins comes alive on the big TV stages, struggles on the Pro Tour. Well, Wes Newton will be hoping that's exactly what happens to him.
121.
The last 4 Pro Tour events, lost first round 3 times, won only 1 game. This is different. The bright lights, in front of the sky, cameras, and big event. Come close to winning a major.
85.
Not quite managed it.
Nice from Mervyn King. Good crowd in here once again for this second night here in Dublin. There was a terrific crowd for a Monday night last night here in the City West.
100.
Probably the best Monday night crowd we've had. All enjoying themselves, and what a lineup it really is. 5 more games after this, as the first round
99.
concludes, before we move into round 2 tomorrow
95.
with a best of 5 to decide those games. Treble 20 would leave double 8 here.
55.
Yeah, remember that final from a couple of years ago? Merv was 4-1 up. He was totally dominating. And then Van Gerwen got on one of those magical runs. And, of course, that was the tournament that
40.
launched Michael Van
Would you
Gerwen
require
as a
40?
huge force in the world of the PDC, wasn't it? Wes here looking at tops.
Game
One
shot
leg
in the
a
second
piece.
leg. Oh, it's
He knows
Newton.
that's important.
Good leg Mervyn to
Holds his
throw.
throw, strikes back,
Game
one
on.
apiece then in this opening set. 2 years ago was when Michael Van Gerwen came alive on this very stage.
No score.
And the rest is history.
Certainly is. Well, he's away first time now, Newton. Just going back to what we were discussing earlier, you never know what one result can do for a player like Wes, for his confidence. And this is the time of the year where the big tournaments keep on coming.
52.
Of course, we're here in Dublin now. We're in Wolverhampton for the Grand Slam in November, the World Championships live on Sky Sports at the Ali Pali in December as well. It's an exciting time of year.
139.
Big games, big names just keep flowing over the next few months. Live on Sky Sports.
100. 100.
Well, that'll do for Newton. This would be a break of throw. Peter Wright and Terry Jenkins already through.
83. Would you
To
require
round 2.
150?
150 would be a good one.
$60.
King still not on a finish. Looking to put some pressure on Wes here now. A little bit of frustration, I think.
58.
That's
Would you
disappointing
require
for
90?
Mervyn King now. Went for the ball. Tops for Newton. Went for it, got
Game
it.
shot.
Beautifully
in the third
done.
leg.
And Wes
Newton.
Newton takes the lead in the first set of the game.
Fourth leg West
And he has
to
to throw
throw
now.
first.
Key factor
Game on.
here. Can he get away first time? Yes.
Confidence. That's what it's all about, Nigel. Confidence. Couldn't win a game
109.
Saturday and Sunday. Lost first round here in the City West, and you know,
Just to underline a
112.
point you made, you know, Brendan Dolan and Justin Pipe won over the weekend here in the City West and haven't progressed past the first round here in the Grand Prix. So that
81.
underlines what you suggested about, you know, floor tournaments, Players' Championships, as opposed to the big stage under the bright lights in front of the TV cameras.
well, John Park is taking a lot of credit for that.
100.
John Park lost to Justin Pipe on Saturday and Brendan Dolan on Sunday.
$60.
Not spectacular so far. They've not hit a 180 between them. There's only the 110-40 score in the match so far as well. But Newton doing a job so far. Can he see out the first set?
The winner of this will play Chisnall or Barneveld
54.
in the last 16. That's one of the standout matches a little later on. Dean Winstanley and Michael Smith coming up next will be pretty good. And of course, Michael Van Gerwen starts his bid
140.
against Vincent van der Voort. His best mate, his best man.
Best man, yeah.
100. Mervyn, you
Steady
require
turn for
50.
Wes, but this is an opportunity now for Mervyn King to level the set. Double 16 for 2 apiece. Yes, no
In
problem.
charge and a full
It's more
flag.
like it from
Mervyn
King. Missed 4 shots at a double
Fifth
so
leg,
far,
Mervyn to
and he's got
throw
the throw
first.
here as well.
Game on.
Who will have the lead going into the break? He's away. Double 16 working nicely for King. what a start.
152.
Perfect. From Wes Matchett.
53.
Disappointing with the last one. I think Wes will be disappointed after breaking the King throw in the third leg that he wasn't able to close out the set.
55.
It's still in this.
$100.
Well, really is a tough one to call here. That's a slack first start from King.
40.
Stu mentioned Chizzy or Van Barneveld will await the winner of this. The winner of this will await the winner of Chizzy or Van Barneveld, to put it correctly. They're up later.
140.
140 for Wes Newton. Thought it might have gone in there for the 180, but 140 does nicely for him at this stage.
140.
Nice dance.
Yeah, great reply from King. Was that awkward for Newton? Has to switch here, surely, yes. Good
82.
dart.
Mervyn, you require 140.
He said it was too close to call. Could come down to 3 darts. So Wes will get a chance here, Nigel.
He will.
58. Where's your require 126.
So here we go. Treble 19 would leave him the ball. Oh, it's not happening. Have to fancy King from here now
76.
to take the first set.
Mervyn, you require
Unlucky.
56.
So here we go. Mervyn King to take the first set.
Tops it is. And
Game
tops it
shot
is. And
for the
Mervyn
first
King.
set.
Oh,
Mervyn
Wes
King.
Newton had his chance there. He was throwing for it.
To the City West here in Dublin. It's the World Grand Prix, and Mervyn King has taken a 1-set lead here. Wes Newton frustrated by that, but King just about shading that first set now. What a night we've got. Dean Winstanley and Michael Smith coming up immediately after this. Bunting and Baxter, and that's coming up after that now. What a match this promises to be. Van Gerwen and Van der Voort, Chizzy and Van Barneveld and Whitlock and Burnett.
Second set,
Terrific
first leg,
night
Wes to
here
throw
in the
first.
City West. Now, can Wes Newton respond here? Looking for that double 16.
No score.
Just not happened for him.
Well, the shake of the head at the end of the first set said it all, didn't it? For Wes, he had his chance. He'd broken that third leg. He had the darts. He was throwing for the set.
No score.
King just found a way, as he often does.
97.
It's more like it now from King.
72.
Nothing spectacular so far in this match. But King with the 4 140s, the more consistent.
100.
Could well be another game that goes the distance here. The 3 sets to decide it.
140.
Another 140 from Merv.
$98.
As you mentioned, Stu, Mervyn King up into the top 10 in the PDC rankings. Newton
41.
on the slide down to 13. But just one win here on the big stage could prove to be
100.
a huge confidence boost. That's more like it from Mervyn King. Can he fill it up? Yes, he can. First 180 goes to the King.
106.
Now it has put Wes Newton under huge pressure.
98.
Now Mervyn King
requires
to
68.
take the lead in the second set against the throw.
From nowhere as well now.
Absolutely.
This would really hurt. Well, 180 followed by a finish, and there's nothing you can do about that. That
Second
was
leg, Mervyn
fantastic.
to throw
Mervyn
first.
King.
Game on.
Typical Mervyn King, you could say.
Yeah, very much so. Now, if he gets away quickly with his first visit, he's going to switch up here.
40.
So he's away, but Wes now under the cosh. Needed that.
71. 85.
That's a good start then from Wes Newton here. Averaging 85.7. King only averaging 77,
118.
but in control of the game at this stage.
$100.
Nice steady ton from the King. Have to fancy King from here.
But it was classic counter-attack, wasn't it? That's what Mervyn King
100.
seems to do. That's how he wins games.
Grinds the opponent down.
On the counter-attack, that 180 and then the 68 finish from absolutely nowhere, you have to say. But
57.
Newton with a chance here to hit straight back. Not convinced by either player at the moment, I have to say.
85.
Yeah, that was a snatchy second dart from Wes, wasn't it? He's on a finish though. It's a good recovery with the last start from Newton, but King looking to set himself up.
96.
The second treble 19
Where's your
there.
127.
That's unlucky. Probably look at treble 16.
79. 23.
Now this would hurt. Treble 18 would leave the bull. Now this is an important visit for Wes Newton.
39. Where's
He
your
feel he
record?
has to
48.
take this out now. Tops he needs. Big shot coming in. Pressure on. Double 10. Nicely done from Wes Newton. He knows the importance of that. Frustrates his opponent as well. Big finish from Wes Newton.
That reignite Newton, let's see.
52.
Up and away. Grimace from Mervyn King after losing the leg.
72. 100.
On the money.
140.
Vital phase of the game here. Wes desperate to take it to the
100.
third set. Both with a good pedigree here at the City West in Dublin. And Mervyn King has found some rhythm here.
140.
That's his 7th ton 40 of the match. More like it from Newton as well, much more like it.
135. Mervyn, you require 149.
Well, critical leg of darts. Look at treble 16 here.
93. Where's your require 114?
Oh, you fancy this to stay in it. Well, nearly the treble 18 to leave top, so this could be for another break of throw. If King can break
Mervyn, you
here,
require 56.
he'll throw for the match.
Yeah, big moment for Mervyn King now. He's got the 16, needs tops. Double 10 now. This is tense.
46.
Was the pressure getting to him there? Newton's moment for double 8. Double 4 now. Big shot. Gets it.
Shot in the third leg.
Massive moment for Wes Newton.
Will Black Mervyn to throw.
Well, he's responded when the pressure's on, hasn't he?
Turning point, I wonder.
40.
No, King gets away, but you have 2 darts there to break the throw, and he might just galvanise Newton. It's been scrappy, hasn't it? These
93.
games such as these, it's all about just getting over the line.
$57.
There's that treble 5 again. That was a blot on
92.
Newton's copybook quite often. Crowd enjoying themselves here in the City West. This match 3 of 8 here in this final night of the first round games. Moving on to second round tomorrow from 7 here. Join us for that. Better from Newton.
100.
Still only hit 1 ton 40. Wesley Newton so far. Plenty of room there.
140.
But it'll do King nicely. Better.
Well, the biggest game between these two since they first met 6.5 years ago
140.
on a PDC stage. Are we going to a deciding set? Newton will get at least 1 dart.
128.
But he's going to be under pressure. Brilliant.
76.
Ooh, that was really poor, lack of concentration. Well, I said he was going to get at least
36.
1 dart. He should have got at least 1 dart. Unforgivable.
It was that visit from King that put the pressure on.
Indeed, will he pay for it? Are we going to a deciding leg? Oh,
18.
Unbelievable. Surely this
40.
time Wes Newton to level it at 1 set all.
Game shot in the second set.
We are
Newton.
into another deciding set.
Third and
Mervyn
final
King
set,
saw
first leg,
opportunities
Mervyn
missed
to
there.
throw first.
And Wes
Game
Newton
on.
absolutely determined. King's away first time now. Can King put the frustration of his missed opportunities behind him?
112.
well, they've been scrappy for 2 sets. Proper darts now. The big games coming up. Michael Smith,
56.
Stephen Bunting, debut on this stage. They won't muck around Bunting and Baxter, that's for sure. Won here 2 years ago, Mighty Mike against his best friend
96.
Chisnall and Barney in the first round. And then Simon Whitlock and Richie Burnett to round off round 1.
97.
Nice switch. Treble 19 working the treat
34.
for Mervyn King here. Can't afford any errors.
43.
That's slack from Newton. Opportunity now for King to really press on, set himself up for a finish.
99. $135. Mervyn, you require
So for the
60.
opening leg of the deciding set. Looking at tops.
Team
well
shot in the first leg. Mervyn King
well done
second
indeed.
West to throw first.
Mervyn King actually averaging less than Wes Newton right now, but
No score.
Frustration. This is a real opportunity now for Mervyn King. He's away first time. Treble 20 would do him nicely here.
72.
Well, pressure on Newton to get away. Nowhere near.
But neither player has really had a foothold, have they, in this match?
32.
Well, finally away after 6 darts. But it's advantage King against the darts.
$100.
It's fine for Mervyn King at this stage.
$29.
Well, up and down form again from Wes Newton tonight.
24.
Pressure here on the big stage. Wes now needs to dig deep, find something special.
$60.
Well, I can't find a treble, neither of them. That's better.
99.
Now, can he fill it up?
First
180 for Wes Newton. What a pace now on the 180 column, and much needed from Wes Newton, I'd say, as well at this stage of the game. Nicely done, nicely done.
Well, from absolutely nowhere, a 180 and a 140 from Wesley Newton. Well, talk about making a mess of it.
24. Wes you
But
require
again,
60.
put under pressure by his opponent. Tops for Wes. Double 10 to stay in this match, you feel.
50.
Well,
Mervyn, you
the
require
opportunity is there for
84.
Mervyn King. But he had chances in the second set. So unpredictable, and look at that for a first dart. Double 12 now.
60.
Well, it is so unpredictable, this match.
10.
That's a real steal from Wes Newton. Mervyn King knows it.
Game on.
And Wes stays alive. Best. Well, he's forgotten. Mervyn King has
No
forgotten.
score.
Now, how important could that prove to be? He may be smiling, but he forgot that he had to go for a double to star. We see it at least once.
Yes.
Every World Grand Prix, as Mervyn King
97.
just made a really big error.
It's a lovely treble 20 as well, wasn't it? Right in the middle.
57.
Well, yeah. You're quite right, Stu. It's not the first time we've seen that in this tournament down the years.
100.
Which way is this going to go? Very much like the previous game between Wright and Caven, we've seen the good and the bad from each player.
$85.
Well, settle, a leg all. 3 legs to decide.
59.
Well, it's nervy, isn't it? It's edgy. It's tense. It's not great quality. We're getting the drama, surely, at the end of this game.
There's enforced errors, no doubt.
58. Where's your require?
Now-
160.
Newton just looking to set himself up here. It's one of those games where
100.
whoever goes through will know they've just scraped through without being at their best.
60.
Well, this to go ahead
Wager
for the
equals
first
60.
time in this match. Wes Newton looking at tops. Oh,
Aim shot
Newton
in
now
the third leg.
will be throwing
Wes
for
Newton.
the match. And
Well,
that
that
error
was
from Mervyn
to
King
throw
when he
first.
forgot to go
Game
for
on.
a double start, hit the treble 20. It could prove very, very costly, especially if Newton can get away with his first three, and he is away.
52.
Well, who'd have believed it? Wes Newton storming back. He's won 5 out of the last 6 legs.
King's not done yet.
152.
Magnificent response from Mervyn King. It's getting tense.
137.
Now they're producing some real quality
Yeah,
darts.
they are. Bit late.
But it really matters now for both players.
140.
Oh, 3 great visits. King, Newton, King. Well, on the opening night, we went to a last leg decider between Daryl Gurney and
59.
Adrian Lewis. Both players missed match darts before Lewis won it. Are we heading for a last leg decider here?
Third match of the night.
85.
Dean Winstanley and Michael Smith coming up after this. This will frustrate Wes.
59. Mervyn, you require
Couldn't find a
124.
treble, not on a finish.
Well, 6 darts. Great response from King here in this leg after
92.
losing his throw. The disappointment of making the mistake when he started with a treble instead of a double. But he'll come back to send us into a decider.
94.
Double
Mervyn, you
16
require 32.
for the King to take us the distance. Double 4 needed, and
Aim
double 4
shot
he
in a
gets.
full leg. Mervyn King.
Frustration for Newton, who's got to
Couldn't
lift
find
himself
the leg.
now, and
Mervyn
King has
to
the throw.
first.
Well, that's really interesting.
on.
We have 13 legs of darts. There was no look between the players. There was no touch of fist. There was no acknowledgement. There was absolutely nothing between them. But it's all about
52.
business now. 1 leg of darts to decide whether you're going home or you're staying in Dublin.
Wes again into the 5 bed.
42.
Just when it matters most, he had a good first dart, wasn't able to follow it up. What can King do?
96.
Not the greatest quality this match, but certainly a lot of tension.
Yes, it's very tense for both players.
59.
But it's all going wrong for Wes Newton here. Great response from the King, looking to set himself up here. Oh, and that second treble 20
140.
is a big moment for Mervyn King. Newton up against it now.
Needs a 140. Gets a 140.
140.
It's advantage Mervyn King. Just.
60.
But Newton now can swing that tungsten pendulum back his way with a good visit, with a strong visit. Needs a treble to leave a finish.
65.
Well, that'll do. 65.
Mervyn, you require
Can't leave a
153.
finish. So Newton reliant on King missing.
You can feel the tension,
57.
can't you? Still 96 King needs. Newton not on a finish. There's the 5 again, treble 5 in this instance. But that is one of the reasons why Wes is slipping down the rankings.
54.
Number 13 in the PDC ahead of this
Mervyn, you
game.
require 96.
Mervyn King ranked 9th. Can he do it here? Treble 20 would leave double 8. Well, now
56.
Wes Newton.
Boys, you
It's
require
now or never.
141.
We've seen some moments of mediocrity in this game. One moment of magic could do it for Wes. Yes, treble 19 for Wesley Newton. Oh well, we all held our collective breaths, and now Wes
94.
is relying on Mervyn King missing
Mervyn, you
for a
require
place
40.
in round 2 of the Grand Prix.
Mervyn King scrapes through in a fast lengthy side and went the distance. Scrappy, is fair to say, but Mervyn King is through and he'll face the winner of Dave Chisnell and Raymond van Barneveld. King is through. He wins 2.